You may have tried counting sheep, drinking warm milk, deep breathing exercises, or even meditation, but still can't find a truly good night's sleep. You feel heavy, have difficulty breathing, have trouble sleeping, or wake up in the middle of the night, and then you blame it on age, stress, or "that's just how my body is." If you are in such a situation, then sit still and listen to what I'm about to say, because these will answer the question about the cause of your sleeplessness, and I will give you a solution to help you easily have a good night's sleep every night. I'm sure you will be surprised that your insomnia sometimes doesn't come from age, but the problem lies right in the plate you hold every night. You heard right. What you eat at night will determine your sleep. There are foods that seem harmless, even nutritious, but are disrupting the nervous system, stimulating the stomach, causing reflux. Today we will explore 4 types of food that are silently destroying the sleep of millions of elderly people every night, especially if you or a loved one is over 60 years old and struggling with insomnia without knowing the cause. The information below can completely change your living habits and sleep. If you have ever experienced insomnia when using the things I am about to mention, please share in the comments section below so that others know and stay away from them. So, what is the first culprit that is stealing your sleep every night? Let's start with a very familiar dish, often appearing in dinners that are considered worthy after a long, tiring day. Perhaps we all know that breakfast and lunch are extremely important, and dinner only needs to provide a sufficient amount of nutrition. But because of work and life, dinner becomes a time for rest and enjoyment for each family. After a tiring day at work, you may want to reward yourself with a tender steak or a few slices of rich grilled meat. It sounds worthy, but for the elderly, that meal can become a round-trip ticket to the land of tossing and turning. Unlike snacks, red meat and heavy proteins require the digestive system to work continuously for many hours. The liver, stomach, pancreas, and intestines must all work overtime to break down the abundant protein, even when you are lying still in bed. And when the body is still in a state of processing and metabolizing, the brain cannot signal the deep sleep mode to begin. This is the reason why you find it difficult to fall asleep, tossing and turning, or falling into a state of light sleep that is easy to wake up. For the elderly, digestive enzymes decrease with age. Intestinal motility slows down, leading to indigestion, bloating, and a feeling of heaviness in the stomach that lasts until the next morning. A dinner that is thought to be nutritious accidentally becomes a biological burden. Sleep for the elderly is not simply a rest, but a process of cell regeneration, memory refreshment, and immune system recovery. So don't let a wrong dinner make you trade off a quality night. You can prioritize choosing light and easy-to-digest protein sources such as boiled eggs, steamed tofu, or steamed fish. These foods not only provide enough essential amino acids for the body, but are also light on the stomach, putting less pressure on the stomach, helping you to completely relax, fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep, and recover naturally. If you think that only heavy foods are bad for sleep, think again. The next deceiver comes from a fruit that seems extremely healthy and is often recommended after meals: orange juice and sour fruits. But the truth is that this is a sweet trap for the sleep of the elderly. A cool glass of orange juice or a few juicy tangerines after dinner sounds ideal, both delicious and providing vitamin C. Many people even mistakenly believe that orange juice helps you sleep because it is good for your health. But no, sour fruits such as oranges, lemons, and tangerines all contain high levels of citric acid. When consumed in the evening, especially when the stomach is preparing to rest, this acid can stimulate gastric secretion, increasing the risk of gastroesophageal reflux, especially when you lie down soon after a meal. For the elderly, people who often have a less flexible digestive system often experience reflux, heartburn, bloating, and burning sensation. Not only that, the high amount of natural sugar in fruit juice can also cause a sudden increase in blood sugar, causing a sudden wakefulness effect, making the brain mistake it for daytime. This is especially bad for the natural melatonin cycle, thereby reducing the quality of deep sleep, making you easily wake up feeling tired and lethargic. So if you still want to add fruit in the evening, choose sleep-friendly types such as bananas, kiwis, or cherries. These are foods that are not only low in acid, easy to digest, but also powerful assistants to help you fall asleep more gently and deeply. Not stopping there, another food group also causes many people to lose sleep silently every night, even though they still think they are eating healthy. That is raw vegetables and foods rich in crude fiber. No one can deny the great benefits of green vegetables and fiber for health, especially in supporting digestion, controlling blood sugar, and preventing chronic diseases. But that does not mean that any time of the day is suitable for eating a lot of raw vegetables. In the evening, especially close to bedtime, consuming too many raw vegetables or foods rich in crude fiber such as raw cabbage, raw carrots, undercooked beans can become a big obstacle for the digestive system of the elderly. You should know that insoluble fiber in raw vegetables takes a long time to be broken down. If you eat too late, when the digestive system has begun to slow down in preparation for sleep, this amount of fiber can cause bloating, flatulence, gas, and stomach discomfort. For older people, when the ability to secrete digestive enzymes decreases, these symptoms are more likely to occur and directly affect the quality of sleep. You may go to bed feeling full for no apparent reason. And then, instead of an uninterrupted sleep, you experience a heavy night or even wake up because of a lingering feeling of discomfort. The gut-friendly solution at night is to choose well-cooked, soft, and easy-to-digest vegetables such as pumpkin, Malabar spinach, Chinese cabbage, or amaranth. Not only does it retain essential nutrients, but it also helps the body absorb them more easily, while creating ideal conditions for the stomach to rest on time and sleep more fully. And the last surprise for you when you have watched this far. If you are the type of person who likes to sip a glass of wine before going to bed to relax, then you should listen to the following. Because sometimes, the thing that makes you sleepy at first is the thing that ruins the whole sleep later. A glass of red wine before going to bed sounds interesting and relaxing, right? For many people, it is a seemingly harmless habit. In fact, many older people believe that wine will help them sleep better. But the reality is completely the opposite. Alcohol can indeed cause initial drowsiness because it slows down the activity of the central nervous system. However, sleep after drinking alcohol is a fake, poor quality sleep. Will make you feel thirsty, hot, or wake up in the middle of the night. Reduces the flow of oxygen to the brain, causing interrupted sleep and a sluggish spirit the next morning. The liver and stomach work hard late at night, preventing the body from truly resting. If you still want to enjoy a little wine for personal or habitual reasons, make sure you stop drinking at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime, and drink plenty of water to help your body detox and recover. But if your goal is deep, uninterrupted, natural sleep, then it may be time to swap the glass of wine for a warm, soothing cup of herbal tea, which is safer for your older years. By now, you've probably realized something important. Your insomnia isn't simply a matter of age, but of your seemingly harmless evening eating habits. It's not because you're old and sleep poorly, but because dinner is sending the wrong signals to your nervous system and circadian rhythm. Sleep isn't magic. It's a response to the choices you make every day. Make dinner your sleep buddy. By choosing the right foods at the right time, you've unlocked the door to deep, uninterrupted, restorative sleep. Good sleep isn't a privilege of the young. It's the right of every body that listens and cares for itself. And you deserve it, starting today, right in your kitchen.